Hello and welcome back to Hearthstone. My name's Lumin, and right now, while I have a sip of tea, we're jumping into my collection manager and we're going to mess around a tiny bit with the priest class. A tiny bit. I say a tiny bit because I've done most of the messing around already, as you can quite clearly see. Now, this right here is Shlumiest Volume 1. And if you want to know what Shlumiest is all about, well, it's a mix between Shadow, Lumin, and Priest. Shlumiest. I like it. So, I've got most of this deck complete already, and there are a few things that I want to change with it. I'm just not sure which cards I should be putting in to complete it right now. I've got 28 out of 30. I'm not sure I want the Mana Wraith in there, but I've got Holy Smite, Mind Vision, Fade, Mind Blast, Shadow Word Pain, Loot Hoarder, the Mana Wraiths, Shadow Form, which is one of the more important cards, Thought Steal, Mind Games, Shadow Madness, Holy Nova, Cabal Shadow Priest, and Mind Control. So, it's a very control-based deck. It's got a lot of removal. It's got a lot of mind control-ish stuff. Then it's got some random in it, in the form of Mind Vision, Thought Steal, and Mind Games. Because this is very dependent on what your opponent has, either in his or her hand, or in his or her deck. Very, very random, but also super fun. Because every single game ends up being completely different because you end up getting completely different cards from your opponent's deck. And again, there's a whole lot of luck involved in that process. But 28 out of 30. Let's see if we can complete it. I was thinking of putting Mass Dispel in there, but 4 mana to dispel or silence all the enemies and then draw a card, it's not that great. And with the amount of removal in the deck, there aren't going to be very many times that I'm going to want to dispel or silence more than one minion. So instead I could put something like the Silencer minion in there, which would end up being a whole lot more useful because it's 2 for 1. And I've come to the conclusion that it's always better to take those 2 for 1 cards if you've got the option to do so. I had Lepinomes in there for a while. They were kind of cool. They worked incredibly well. Did a good bunch of damage early on. And I kind of liked how it worked with them, but sometimes they just crash and burn horribly, and they end up being a whole lot less useful than you want them to be. And I was thinking I could instead take something like the Mana Wraith out, put Engineers in, and then also throw something like the Inventor in. Because then you've got a lot of draw in the deck, and that's me bumping my keyboard, but a lot of draw to get the power cards out, like Shadow Form, Mind Games, Shadow Madness, the ones that you really need to control the game. So you can just move things along quicker for yourself. So for now, I think I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to stick with. And we're going to give it a test. We're going to give it a try. We're actually even going to play a ranked game with it because why the heck not? The opponents that I've been facing in 3-star Diamond haven't been that tough at all. And this right here is my last sip of cinnamon tea. There's not very much left in this mug, and this is in fact the last mug of it. It's gone.
Versus Thrall.
Milky Man.
For Doomhammer.
Okay.
The light shall bring victory.
Bumping everything today. Stop. Please, desk. Stop. Now, this is an interesting opening hand. And I think I'm actually going to keep all of it. Mind Vision is great because I'm assuming he's going to keep a bunch of early game stuff. Thought Steal could be a lot of fun. And Mind Games, you want that on turn 4. Because if you get lucky and on turn 4 you get something huge out, oh, perfect. Okay, that's the absolutely perfect start that I wanted. It would have been better if I had a Novice Engineer or a Lepinome. Huh. That's okay. But what the heck ever. I think it's good because Shadow Word Pain is there. And if he does play the Lepinome right now, I could kill it. Could get rid of it. I expect him to play it. Or he's gonna go something bigger.
Summoning portal open.
Oh. Okay, you know what? I'm definitely taking her out instead. Because that could set him up for a free Lepinome. We don't want that. Liponome. I mean, I removed it from my deck, but here it is again. Back in my hand. Thanks, Mind Division. Thanks. Whoa, he's got a lot of draw. Okay. He's gonna have... Oh no, wait. That's not... I'm getting so confused. That's what keeps happening with Thought Steal and Mind Vision. Ah, let's do it. Let's do the Liponome thing. And pass it along. I should have actually Thought Stealed there. But I want to get this out of the way. And in the next turn I'm going to Mind Games. And maybe after that I'll just heal and Thought Steal. But we'll see what happens first. I mean, right then and there, I could have Thought Stealed instead because he didn't have much out to do damage. So that would have been a better time to do it. But I want this out to see what it's going to do to it. Overload. I don't know if I like that move. But hey, he done did it. Mind games. It's time for mind games. Give me something good.
Squire, attend us.
That's okay. I mean, it's a 4/4. So if he wants to kill it, he's going to have to either use something out of his hand or the Stormforged Axe and the Liponome. It's kind of sad also that you don't get the battle cries when you use that. He's doing it. That seems like a terrible idea. Now what I do want is to do a bit of healing before I play Shadow Form. Because I've still got lesser heal right here. Now, do we do another Mind Games? Or is it time for Thought Steal? I don't want to take control of either of these because they're not going to be able to kill each other. So let's Thought Steal while he's only got 1 attack minions. Ooh. And this is perfect. Let's get rid of that weapon. Nice. See, that worked out. And Flame Tongue Totem is just perfect. So amazing. Always great to pick that up. Always. Whether you're playing as a Shaman or playing against a Shaman.
Or both.
Always great. Whoa. Are you really doing that? Oh, he gets to draw a card. Look at that. So I was right at the start. He does have a lot of draw. Ah. Well done, buddy. Milking that acidic swamp ooze for all it's worth. Now I'm definitely gonna kill this one. I don't want it wreaking any more havoc than it needs to. Then I'm gonna Mind Games. Wait. Yes. Wait. Yes. Oh. Okay. That's not bad. Not super easy to kill. Could potentially do a lot of damage. I like it. Also great that we're heading into mind control territory right now. 2 mana away. I like it. So it's going reasonably well, but I'm not getting Shadow Form yet. Haven't drawn that yet. Haven't drawn my Cabal Shadow Priest yet. Which is kind of sad. But I will get them eventually. Now. This seems a little pointless. Shadow Madness is pointless right now because I could take control of this and kill the Taunter, but why?
I must consider.
Why in heaven's name would I do that?
Mind if I roll need?
So I might just go with that for now
Who you want me killed?
and heal up
Who you want me killed?
along with playing Mind Blast. No need to overextend here. And if he does in fact leave these two intact, then, and only then, will I use the Flame Tongue Totem. And he's not. Well, I can sack this to take that down in the next turn.
One shot, one kill.
Ah. And finally, Shadow Madness is gonna pay off. I can mind control in the next turn. Play something huge. A legendary, perhaps. Come on! He's had that one in his hand since the very start of the game.
Attend me.
Ready,
That
sir.
ain't no legendary, and that makes me think that it's time for Holy Nova. It's gonna kill all but this guy, but that's fine. Bit of damage, bit of healing. I'm cool with it.
I hope you like my
Now draw a smite.
Job's done.
Well, there's Shadow Form. That's actually perfect, because that means the next turn I can just take the Silverhand Knight out. Unless he plays a whole lot now, and I draw into another Holy Nova. That could work out as well. But I want him to play something big. I've yet to use Mind Control. It's kind of sad, but that's the true. I've yet to Mind Control something big and fun. Play like a Fire Elemental.
Pain, speak to me.
Aww. So it really would have been time for that Holy Nova right now. That would have been perfect. But I can still make this work with Shadow Madness and Shadow Form. So none of these are worth mind controlling, but one of them is definitely worth Shadow Madness in. So when he takes damage, he draws a card, but we're going to have to let him take some damage. I can deal with 2... Wait, we can do this in a better way. I can deal with the Swamp Ooze and the Knight in one go by taking control of the Swamp Ooze and then attacking through to the Knight. That's them gone. Now I can Shadow Form and still take out his totem. That worked out okay. Then in the next turn I can Shadow Form again and upgrade this to 3 damage. 3 damage on Shadow Form is nice. Being able to deal 3 damage for 2 mana every single turn.
The might of storm wind.
And there is the target for the Mind Control. That's it. That right there is it. Mind Control and Flame Tongue Totem. GG. I'm so sorry, buddy. Thank you. I can't attack yet, though.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Okay, then we're gonna kill this guy instead. The Taunter. Don't want him to draw any more cards. Now watch him play another one of those, because he's probably got 2 in his deck. Watch him play another one, and watch me, just watch me, mind control that as well. Oh, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And let me just tell you, completely ridiculous. Is he gonna kill this one? That would suck. I want both of them here for me. Don't be a Taunter. Ah. Yes. Yes. This is what I wanted. Oh. I could take control of the Flame Tongue Totem, but I want to mind control this guy right away.
Thank you.
He has got
The
to be
elements will destroy you.
super angry. Now this is 3. Oh, it's still 2. I haven't played the second Shadow Form. So let's attack straight through. We want to start doing damage. And with this, I'm just going to take down the Healing Totem. Might have a Hex. Something along those lines. But that's fine.
Job's done.
Now, as you can see, the control is definitely there. Quite literally. Look at these guys.
Tazdingo.
They are beyond buff. And when I put that out, oh my goodness. This guy is going to be quivering in his boots. What is he playing now? Could he possibly have another minion?
Feel the power of the wind.
I was going to say he could only actually attack through to me. Oh well. So now, we're left with a couple of decisions. The first thing we want to do is put this down. So this is going to be 2. That's going to be 3. That's 5. Then we can still use this for 2. Or we can play one of those. Then we'll have 4 left. And I can play this and still kill one of the taunters. So I think I can kill him in this turn if I take
Let me change your mind.
this one for myself. Okay, bear with me for a second here. Then I put this down between these two. Right there. Then I attack that one with this one. This is masterfully done, if I do say so myself. And that's it. GG, buddy. G the heck G. Wow. That was one of the sickest moves I've ever pulled. Ever. And that right there is Shlumiest Volume 1. What do you guys think? Come on. Be brutally honest. That is my very own creation, as are the rest of these, obviously. I thought that up in a dream about Hearthstone. And when I created it, it was all I ever wanted from it. Exactly what I thought it would be. So I'd love to hear your opinions. What do you think doesn't work? What do you think is perfect? What do you think is only average? Be brutally honest. Lay it on me. I can take it. But that is sadly going to be it for this episode. Check back here soon for more. Give this video a like, share it, and do all that other good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already. That too. Most importantly though, happy rolling with Shlumiest Volume 1. Happy that.